The light in the darkness, the chosen one. Amidst the shadows of a world teetering on the brink of chaos, a single glimmer of hope emerges. In the heart of a land where legends intertwine with reality, an ancient prophecy whispers of one destined to rise and restore the balance between light and darkness. This tale unfolds in a realm where the sun's radiance and the moon's glow dance in perpetual contest, a place where every dawn promises both renewal and threat. It is here that we meet our unlikely hero, a young individual whose life has been shaped by the quietude of ordinary days, unaware of the extraordinary fate awaiting them. Within the fabric of this world, where magic pulses through the air like an unending heartbeat, the forces of darkness gather strength. Their shadows stretch long, seeking to engulf the lands in eternal night. Yet, against this backdrop of foreboding, whispers of the Chosen One ripple through towns and villages, igniting both hope and fear. Our protagonist, burdened by the weight of destiny, is thrust into a realm of ancient secrets and hidden powers. Guided by an enigmatic mentor, they must navigate treacherous paths and confront inner demons to awaken the light within. Along the way, friendships will be tested, allegiances formed, and sacrifices made. As the story unfolds, the line between ally and adversary blurs, and the true nature of courage is revealed. With each step, the protagonist discovers that true strength lies not in might, but in the resilience of the heart and the unwavering belief in a brighter tomorrow. In The Light in the Darkness, the Chosen One, readers are invited to explore a richly woven tapestry of adventure, where every choice echoes through time and every heartbeat carries the weight of the world. It is a narrative of transformation, where the light of hope flickers against the vastness of despair, and one individual's journey becomes a beacon for all. The Light in the Darkness. Prepare to be drawn into a story where destiny waits in the shadows, and the light, though fragile, holds the power to conquer the darkness. The first glimmer, the awakening glimmers of dawn filtered through the dense canopy, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. Each leaf seemed to catch the light, holding it momentarily before letting it fall into the darkness below. It was in this interplay of light and shadow that I found myself standing at the threshold of a journey both daunting and exhilarating. The path ahead was neither straight nor clear, winding through trees that had stood for centuries, their roots intertwined with the very fabric of the earth. There was a whisper in the wind, a gentle nudge urging me forward, yet an echo of caution lingered in my mind. The forest was alive with secrets, each rustle and chirp a reminder of the mysteries that lay hidden within. In those early moments, I was acutely aware of the weight of the past, a burden that had grown heavier with the passing of time. Yet as the first rays of sunlight warmed my skin, a sense of liberation began to unfurl within me, like a flower opening to the morning light. It was as if the forest itself was urging me to shed the shadows of yesterday, to step into the brightness of a new beginning. As I ventured deeper, the sounds of the forest enveloped me, a symphony of life that resonated with my own heartbeat. Each step forward was an act of courage, a testament to the power of hope and the resilience of the spirit. I was not alone on this path. The whispers of those who had walked before me filled the air, guiding my steps with their silent wisdom. The light in the darkness was not a destination, but a journey of discovery, a quest to find meaning amidst the chaos of existence. It was a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is a flicker of hope, a spark that can ignite the soul and illuminate the way forward. In the stillness of the forest, I found myself reflecting on the choices that had led me to this moment. Each decision, each turn in the road had brought me here, to the brink of an awakening that promised to change everything. There was a sense of inevitability, as if this path had been waiting for me all along, a hidden thread woven into the tapestry of my life. With each step, the light grew stronger, casting aside the shadows that had clung to me for so long. I felt a profound sense of connection to the world around me, a harmony that transcended words and filled my heart with a quiet joy. It was a reminder that no matter the darkness, there is always a light that can guide us home. In that moment of awakening, I understood that the true journey was not one of distance, but of transformation. It was a voyage into the depths of the soul, a quest to uncover the light that resides within us all. And as I stood in the heart of the forest, bathed in the gentle glow of the morning sun, I knew that I had found my way. The light in the darkness had become a beacon of hope, illuminating the path to a new beginning. Fleeting shadows. As I sit by the window, the sun's last rays dance across the room, casting elongated shadows that flicker and fade. These shadows seem to whisper tales of moments gone by, each one a fleeting memory etched in the fabric of time. They remind me of the transient nature of our existence, where light and darkness intertwine, creating an ever-shifting tapestry of life. In this delicate interplay, I find myself reflecting on the shadows that have crossed my path. They are the echoes of choices made and roads not taken, of laughter shared and tears shed. Each shadow holds a fragment of my journey, a reminder that even the darkest moments have their place in the story I weave. The shadows are not to be feared, nor are they to be chased away. They are companions on this path, offering lessons and insights when least expected. In their quiet presence, I have learned to find solace, embracing the uncertainty they bring. For it is in the unknown that we often discover the truest parts of ourselves. In the stillness of twilight, I am reminded of a time when I stood at a crossroads, unsure of which direction to take. The shadows loomed large, casting doubt and fear over my heart. Yet, within their depths, I found a quiet strength, a gentle nudge urging me to trust in the journey. It was in that moment of surrender that the shadows began to shift, revealing a path illuminated by the soft glow of hope. As the sun dips below the horizon, I watch as the shadows lengthen, stretching across the earth like tendrils of a forgotten dream. They remind me that life is a series of moments, each one fleeting and precious. In their ephemeral beauty, I find a sense of peace, knowing that the light will always return, bringing with it new opportunities and possibilities. In this dance of light and shadow, I have come to understand that they are not opposites, but rather two sides of the same coin. They coexist, each enhancing the other, creating a rich tapestry of depth and texture. It is in this delicate balance that I find my center, grounded in the knowledge that both light and shadow are essential to my growth. As the world outside is enveloped in the gentle embrace of night, I sit in silence, allowing the shadows to wash over me. They are a reminder of the beauty that lies in the impermanent, the grace in the fleeting. For it is in these moments that I am truly alive, aware of the light that resides within and the shadows that shape me. And so, I welcome the shadows, knowing that they are but fleeting companions on this journey. They are a testament to the light that persists, even in the darkest of times. In their presence, I find a reflection of my own resilience, a reminder that even in the shadows, there is light to be found. And it is this light that guides me, illuminating the path forward, one step at a time, a whispered promise. In the gentle embrace of twilight, when the sun dips below the horizon and the world is bathed in hues of indigo and violet, there lies a moment of profound stillness. It is in this serene interlude that one might encounter the whispers of promises, softly spoken and carried on the evening breeze. These promises are not loud declarations but subtle affirmations of hope, often waiting to be discovered by those who seek solace in the quiet moments between day and night. As the shadows lengthen and the stars begin to twinkle in the vast tapestry of the sky, there comes a realization that the light, though dimmed, never truly vanishes. It lingers, a persistent glow that resides not only in the heavens, but within the heart. In this reflective state, the mind wanders to memories long cherished, to dreams yet unfulfilled, and to the whispered promises made to oneself in times of solitude. Such promises are not bound by the constraints of time or circumstance. They are the commitments we make in moments of clarity, when the noise of the world fades and the inner voice speaks with unmistakable truth. They are the vows to be kinder, to love more deeply, to pursue passions with relentless fervor, and to find joy in the simple wonders of life. In these whispered pledges lies the promise of transformation, of becoming more than what we are. It is often in the quiet of the evening that these promises resurface, gently reminding us of our capacity for growth and change. They urge us to step beyond the shadows of doubt and fear, to trust in the resilience of the human spirit, and to believe in the possibility of light even in the darkest of moments. As the world around us sleeps, these whispers become a guiding force, illuminating the path ahead with a soft, unwavering glow. In the solitude of night, one can find comfort in the realization that these promises are not burdens but rather gifts. They are the seeds of hope planted deep within the soul, waiting to bloom in their own time. With each whispered assurance, there is a gentle nudge towards a future painted with the colors of dreams fulfilled and aspirations realized. The night, with its quietude and mystery, becomes a canvas upon which these promises are painted, each brush stroke a testament to the light that exists within us all. It is a reminder that even when the world is cloaked in darkness, there is a promise of dawn, of a new beginning. As the night deepens, there is a sense of peace in knowing that these promises, though whispered, hold the power to shape our journey. They are the quiet vows that fuel our courage, inspire our actions, and remind us of the potential that lies within. In the stillness, we find strength, and in the whispers, we find our truth. And so, as the first light of dawn begins to chase away the shadows, these whispered promises remain, a testament to the enduring light that flickers within the darkness, guiding us towards the horizon of possibilities yet to come. The unseen path. In the dim corridors of life, where shadows dance upon the walls and whisper secrets to those who dare to listen, there lies a path not often trodden. It winds through the very essence of existence, hidden beneath the veneer of the mundane, waiting patiently for the seeker who longs to discover what lies beyond the ordinary. It is a path that begins not with the footsteps of the body, but with the stirrings of the soul, an inner calling, a subtle shift in awareness that beckons one to look beyond the tangible, to see with eyes unclouded by the distractions of the world. This path, though invisible to many, is as real as the ground beneath our feet, requiring faith and courage to navigate. As one travels this path, the familiar gives way to the unknown. Certainties dissolve into possibilities, and the rigid structures of thought begin to melt into fluid forms of understanding. It is a journey of introspection and revelation, where each step is a question and every answer leads to a deeper inquiry. In this realm, the light of the soul illuminates the darkness of ignorance, revealing truths that have long been obscured. It is a light that does not blind but enlightens, casting away the shadows of doubt and fear that cling to the corners of the mind. One learns to trust this light, to let it guide them through the labyrinth of life's complexities. The path is not without its challenges. There are moments when the way forward seems lost, when the light flickers and the shadows threaten to overwhelm. Yet it is in these moments of uncertainty that the true strength of the seeker is forged. For it is only through the trials of the unseen path that one can come to understand the depth of their own resilience and the boundless potential of the human spirit. Along this path, the seeker encounters many companions, some fleeting, others enduring. Each brings with them a lesson, a piece of the puzzle that is the self. Through these interactions, one begins to see the interconnectedness of all things, the threads that bind us together in the tapestry of existence. The unseen path teaches the importance of silence and stillness. In a world that clamors for attention, it is in the quiet moments that the most profound insights are often found. It is here, in the spaces between words, in the pauses between breaths, that the whispers of the universe can be heard, guiding the seeker toward a deeper understanding of their place within it. As the path unfolds, the seeker comes to realize that the greatest light is not found in the external world, but within themselves. It is a light that has always been there, waiting to be uncovered, ready to illuminate the darkness that lies both within and without. The unseen path is not a destination, but a way of being. It is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always a light to be found, a light that can guide us through the shadows and lead us toward a greater understanding of ourselves and the world around us. And so, with each step taken, the seeker moves closer to the light in the darkness, forever changed by the journey, moments of clarity. There are instances in life that pierce the veil of confusion, illuminating the path forward with an unanticipated brilliance. These are the moments that compel us to pause, reflect, and recalibrate our inner compass. As if a gentle hand wipes the fog from a window, we are granted a glimpse of the world as it truly is, unencumbered by the shadows of doubt and fear. In these fleeting intervals, the noise of the daily grind recedes into the background, leaving a tranquil silence in its wake. It is within this quietude that the mind finds the space to breathe, to expand, and to connect with a deeper understanding of the self and the universe. The heart, often burdened by the weight of unmet expectations, feels lighter, buoyed by the realization that clarity does not arise from the absence of problems, but from the presence of perspective. Such clarity often arrives unannounced, like the first rays of dawn breaking through the night sky. It may be triggered by a simple act of kindness, a shared smile, or a moment of solitude under a canopy of stars. The source is irrelevant. What matters is the effect it has on the soul, a gentle reminder that beneath the surface chaos there lies an undercurrent of order and meaning. These moments are not to be grasped or clung to, for they are as ephemeral as the morning dew. Instead, they are to be cherished, savored, and allowed to seep into the very fabric of our being. They teach us that clarity is not a destination, but a state of being, a way of seeing the world with eyes unclouded by judgment and prejudice. In the light of such clarity, the complexities of life unravel, revealing a tapestry woven with threads of simplicity and truth. We come to understand that our struggles, though daunting, are but stepping stones on the path to self-discovery. With each challenge surmounted, we gain a clearer vision of our purpose and place in the grand scheme of things. It is in these moments that we find the strength to let go of the past and the courage to step into the unknown. The fears that once held us captive lose their grip, and we are free to explore the vast landscape of possibilities that stretch before us. The heart, once hesitant, beats with renewed vigor, and the mind, once clouded, sees with crystal clarity. As we navigate the labyrinth of life, these moments of clarity serve as guideposts, illuminating the way forward. They remind us that even in the darkest of times, there is light to be found, a light that resides within us, waiting to be kindled by the power of awareness and understanding. Ultimately, it is not the moments themselves that define us, but the choices we make in their aftermath, for it is through these choices that we carve our path, shaping our destiny with each step we take. And so we continue onward, ever seeking, ever learning, ever growing in the light of clarity's embrace, lost and found, the forgotten road. In the gentle caress of twilight, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the path that lay ahead, the world seemed to hold its breath. The air was thick with the scent of earth, and the rustle of leaves whispered secrets of old. It was a road many had once traveled, yet few now remembered. The path was overgrown, its stones hidden beneath a tapestry of moss and time, as if nature herself, sought to reclaim what had been lost to the ages. This road, though forgotten by many, still held stories etched into its very soil. Each step upon it was a step into the past, a dance with memories that lingered just beyond the edge of consciousness. There was a magic in the air, a sense of anticipation that wrapped around the soul like a warm cloak, urging one to delve deeper, to uncover the truths buried beneath layers of neglect. The path wound through a forest that seemed alive, each tree a sentinel standing guard over the secrets it held. The branches reached out like arms, their leaves whispering a symphony of rustling notes that played upon the heartstrings. It was a place where time seemed to pause, allowing the mind to wander freely, unshackled by the constraints of the present. As one walked, the road revealed itself in fragments, like pieces of a puzzle waiting to be assembled. There were remnants of stone walls, their purpose long forgotten, yet they stood as silent witnesses to the passage of time. Every turn in the path seemed to lead to another discovery, another piece of the story waiting to be told. The road invited reflection, a quiet contemplation of life and its myriad paths. It was a reminder of the choices made, the roads taken, and those left unexplored. The silence was profound, yet within it lay a cacophony of thoughts, memories, and dreams, each vying for attention in the solitude of the moment. Here, amidst the tranquil beauty, there was a sense of peace that transcended understanding. It was a reminder that even in darkness there is light, even in uncertainty there is hope. The path, though forgotten by the world, was a beacon of possibility, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It was a road that called to those who dared to listen, to those who sought not just to find their way, but to understand the journey itself. It was a place where one could lose themselves and find themselves all at once, a paradox of existence that defied explanation yet felt intrinsically right. As the shadows lengthened and the stars began to twinkle in the vast expanse above, the road stretched out ahead, beckoning with its silent promise of discovery. It was a path that spoke to the soul, a reminder that even in the most forgotten corners of the world, there is beauty, there is light, and there is always the possibility of finding one's way home. In search of meaning, a gentle breeze rustled through the tall grass, whispering secrets of the past and carrying with it a hint of the unknown. It was here, amidst the quietude of nature, that I found myself contemplating the essence of existence. The world seemed vast and unfathomable, yet intimately connected in its complexity. As I sat on the weathered bench overlooking the serene lake, my thoughts wandered to the profound question that has haunted humankind for centuries. What is the meaning of life? In the silence, my mind danced through memories and experiences, each like a thread woven into the tapestry of my being. Childhood moments full of wonder and innocence, the rush of first love, the sting of heartbreak, and the quiet strength that comes from enduring life's trials. Each moment, seemingly disparate, was a brushstroke on the canvas of my life, contributing to the broader picture of who I am. The search for meaning is not a path easily traversed. It demands vulnerability, courage, and an openness to the unknown. It is a quest that requires one to look beyond the surface and delve into the depths of the soul. In these depths, shadows and light coexist, each revealing a facet of truth. I pondered the wisdom of those who came before me, the philosophers and poets who grappled with the same questions. Their words echoed in my mind, each offering a glimpse into the vastness of human understanding. They spoke of purpose and fulfillment, of the interconnectedness of all living things, and the importance of living authentically. Their insights, though profound, were not answers, but rather guiding stars in the night sky, illuminating the path forward. In my reflections, I realized that meaning is not a destination, but a journey in itself. It is found in the small moments of everyday life, in the laughter shared with friends, the warmth of a loved one's embrace, the quiet satisfaction of a job well done. It is in the lessons learned from failure and the resilience that follows. Meaning is not bestowed upon us. It is created through our actions, choices, and the relationships we nurture. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, I felt a sense of peace wash over me. The search for meaning is not about finding definitive answers, but about embracing the questions and allowing them to guide us. It is about being present in the moment, open to the wonders of the world, and willing to explore the depths of our own hearts. In the stillness of that evening, I understood that the light in the darkness does not come from outside, but from within. It is the light of understanding, of compassion, and of love. It is the light that illuminates our path, even when the way forward is shrouded in uncertainty. And so, with a heart full of hope and a spirit ready to explore, I continued my search, knowing that the journey itself was the answer I sought. Echoes of the past, amidst the gentle rustle of autumn leaves, memories often weave their way back into the present, bringing with them a blend of warmth and wistfulness. Each echo resonates like a distant bell, ringing softly yet persistently, reminding us of the paths once trodden and the choices made along the way. The past, much like an artist's brush, paints the canvas of our lives with strokes of both light and shadow. As the mind wanders through these echoes, it uncovers layers of experiences, each layer a story in its own right. There is a certain beauty in revisiting these stories, in allowing oneself to be enveloped by the nostalgia that they bring. The heart swells with the joys of yesteryears, while the mind grapples with the lessons left behind, lessons that continue to shape the contours of our being. In this reflective dance with the past, certain moments stand out, shimmering like stars in a dark sky. These are the moments that define us, the turning points that steer our course. They are the whispers of a time when the world seemed vast and every possibility was within reach. Yet, they are also reminders of the roads not taken, the dreams that flickered out, and the words left unspoken. Within these echoes lie the imprints of loved ones, the gentle caress of a mother's hand, the laughter shared with a friend, the quiet strength of a father's guidance. They are the ties that bind us to our roots, the invisible threads that weave through the tapestry of our lives, grounding us even as we soar. But the past is not merely a repository of fond memories. It is also a teacher, stringent and unyielding, revealing our follies and frailties. It holds a mirror to our imperfections, urging us to confront them, to learn, to grow. In this way, the past becomes a companion in our journey, a constant reminder that while we cannot change what has been, we can choose how it shapes what will be. There is a certain solace in this understanding, a quiet acceptance that life is a mosaic of moments, each one contributing to the whole. The past, with all its echoes, is not a chain that binds us, but rather a compass that guides us, offering insights into the depths of our character and the breadth of our dreams. In listening to these echoes, we find a connection to those who came before us, their stories interwoven with ours, forming a continuum that transcends time. We stand on the shoulders of giants, their wisdom echoing through the ages, urging us to forge our own paths, to create our own echoes for future generations. Thus, the past, with its myriad echoes, is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is light to be found. It is this light that illuminates our way forward, guiding us through the darkness, helping us to find our place in the ever-unfolding narrative of life. Fragments of hope. In the quiet moments of reflection, when the world seems to pause its relentless spin, there emerges a subtle yet profound realization. Hope is not a grand gesture, nor is it a blinding light that eradicates all shadows. Rather, it is a collection of small, precious fragments, each one a glimmer of possibility that illuminates the path ahead, even when the darkness seems insurmountable. It is within these fragments that the essence of resilience resides. They are the whispers of encouragement that echo in the silence of doubt, the gentle nudges that push us forward when our feet are heavy with despair. Each fragment, though seemingly insignificant on its own, weaves together to form a tapestry of strength and perseverance. Consider the tender moments of kindness that punctuate our days, the stranger who offers a smile when we feel invisible, the friend who listens without judgment, or the unexpected note of gratitude that arrives when we need it most. These are the fragments of hope that remind us of our shared humanity, of the invisible threads that connect us all in our pursuit of light. In the midst of turmoil, hope can feel elusive, like a distant star flickering on the horizon. Yet even in its most fragile form, it possesses an uncanny ability to transform. It takes root in the fertile soil of our hearts, nurtured by the belief that change is possible, that tomorrow holds the promise of something better. There is a quiet courage in choosing hope over despair. It is an act of defiance against the shadows that threaten to envelop us. To hold on to hope is to acknowledge the presence of light, even when it is obscured by the clouds of uncertainty. It is to trust in the unseen, to believe in the power of dreams that have yet to be realized. As we navigate the complexities of life, we gather these fragments, often without realizing their significance. They are the seeds planted in moments of vulnerability, watered by tears and nourished by the warmth of compassion. Over time, they grow into a garden of possibilities, reminding us that even the smallest glimmers can ignite a flame of transformation. In the reflection of these fragments, we find solace. They offer a gentle reminder that hope is not the absence of darkness, but the presence of light that guides us through it. It is the quiet assurance that, despite the challenges we face, there is always a reason to keep moving forward, to keep believing in the potential for renewal. The journey is not always easy, but within each fragment lies the promise of a brighter future. As we gather these pieces, we create a mosaic of hope, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a beacon that lights our way through the darkness. And in these moments, we come to understand that hope, in all its fragmented beauty, is the most powerful force we possess. Piecing together the puzzle. As I sit by the window watching the gentle dance of raindrops against the glass, a sense of quiet contemplation envelops me. The world outside seems chaotic, each drop a tiny fragment of the larger storm, yet together they form a rhythm that soothes the spirit. It is in these moments of introspection that I begin to understand the intricate weave of my own life, a tapestry of experiences that have brought me to this very point. Life, much like a puzzle, often presents itself in scattered pieces, each seemingly disconnected from the next. The challenge lies not in the pieces themselves, but in the art of assembling them into a coherent whole. For years, I grappled with the fragments of my existence, unsure of how they fit together. Each piece was a memory, a lesson, a moment of joy or sorrow, and it was only through reflection that their true significance began to emerge. I recall the times when the darkness seemed all-consuming, when the light felt distant and unattainable. It was during these periods that the pieces scattered furthest, their edges blurred by uncertainty and fear. Yet, it was also in this darkness that I found the courage to search for the light, to seek out the connections that would illuminate my path forward. The journey of self-discovery is often a solitary one, a voyage into the depths of one's soul. It requires patience, resilience, and an openness to vulnerability. As each piece finds its place, the picture becomes clearer, revealing patterns and themes that were once hidden. The moments of joy, though fleeting, become beacons of hope, while the sorrows serve as reminders of the strength within. Through reflection, I learned to appreciate the complexity of the puzzle, understanding that each piece, no matter how small, holds value. The moments of doubt and despair, the triumphs and failures, all contribute to the richness of the tapestry. They are the threads that bind the story of my life, each one essential to the narrative. I come to realize that the puzzle is never truly complete. New pieces are constantly being added, each with the potential to alter the picture in unexpected ways. The beauty lies in the fluidity of the process, in the ever-evolving nature of the self. It is a reminder that growth is continuous, that there is always more to learn, more to understand. As I ponder the puzzle of my life, I am filled with a sense of gratitude for the journey thus far. The light in the darkness has guided me, illuminating the path with its gentle glow. It is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the capacity to find meaning amidst chaos, to piece together the fragments and create something beautiful. In this quiet moment by the window, I am reminded of the power of reflection, of the importance of taking the time to pause and look inward. The puzzle may never be complete, but in the act of piecing it together, I find a deeper understanding of myself and the world around me. The light, once distant, now shines brightly, a beacon of hope and possibility. The heart's call, silent yearnings. In the hushed corners of our existence, there lies a stillness that speaks volumes. It is in these quiet moments, often overlooked, where our deepest desires and unspoken wishes find their voice. The world around us may be filled with noise and clamor, yet within there remains a sanctuary of silence, a place where yearning takes root and grows in the fertile soil of introspection. These silent yearnings are not always apparent, hidden beneath the layers of our daily routine. They whisper to us in the solitude of a morning walk, in the gentle rustle of leaves, or in the quietude of a starlit night. Such yearning is an internal compass, guiding us toward our truest selves, urging us to seek out the light amidst the darkness. Often we find ourselves caught in the whirlwind of life, swept along by the currents of expectation and obligation. In these moments, the quiet call of our yearnings may seem distant, drowned out by the cacophony of the world. Yet, it is precisely in these times of turmoil that we must pause and listen, allowing the silence to speak its truth. The light we seek is not always found in grand gestures or monumental achievements. Instead, it often resides in the subtleties of our existence, in the gentle unfolding of a new day, or the tender warmth of a shared embrace. It is in these seemingly insignificant moments that our yearnings find fulfillment, illuminating the path before us. As we navigate the complexities of our lives, it becomes essential to honor these silent yearnings, to recognize their presence and heed their call. They are the whispers of our soul, urging us to pursue the passions that ignite our spirit and bring meaning to our journey. These yearnings remind us that amidst the chaos, there is simplicity, and within the darkness, there is light. In acknowledging our silent yearnings, we open ourselves to the possibility of transformation. We allow our lives to be guided by an inner wisdom that transcends the noise of the world. This journey of self-discovery, though often fraught with uncertainty, is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and its capacity for growth and renewal. As we delve into the depths of our being, we uncover the truths that reside within us, truths that have long been shrouded in silence. It is through this process of introspection that we come to understand the power of our yearnings and the light they bring into our lives. In embracing these silent longings, we find the courage to move forward, to step into the unknown with an open heart and a willing spirit. Ultimately, the light in the darkness is not something to be sought outside of ourselves. It is a reflection of the inner illumination that is born from our silent yearnings, a beacon that guides us toward our own unique path. In honoring these whispers of the soul, we find the strength to navigate the shadows and emerge into the light, forever transformed by the journey within, the voice. Within, sitting in the quietude of my own thoughts, I often find myself grappling with the dichotomy of light and darkness. The world outside, with its cacophony of demands and distractions, seems relentless in its pursuit to drown out the subtle whispers that echo within. Yet, In these moments of solitude, I am compelled to listen. The voice within is a gentle guide, a beacon that illuminates the path shrouded in shadows. It is not loud. Rather, it is a soft murmur that requires attentiveness to discern. It speaks not in the language of words, but in the silent understanding that transcends the spoken. It is an inner compass, aligning me with the truth I sometimes struggle to see. In the hustle of daily life, it is easy to overlook this voice, to dismiss it as inconsequential or mere imagination. But in truth, it is the essence of who we are, the core of our being that seeks to guide us toward authenticity and fulfillment. It is the light within the darkness, casting away the shadows of doubt and fear that often cloud our judgment. There are times when the voice is drowned out by the noise of insecurity and uncertainty. When the world seems overwhelming and the path ahead is unclear, it is this voice that offers solace and clarity. It urges patience when impatience threatens to take hold, courage when fear seems insurmountable, and love when anger and resentment loom large. Listening to this voice is not always easy. It requires a willingness to face the truths we often hide from, to confront the parts of ourselves that we fear to acknowledge. It demands vulnerability, a surrender to the unknown, and a trust in the process of self-discovery. Yet, it is in this surrender that we find strength, in this vulnerability that we uncover resilience. This inner dialogue is a reminder that we are never truly alone. Even in moments of isolation, when the world feels distant and unyielding, the voice within is a constant companion. It is a connection to something greater, a reminder of the infinite potential that resides within each of us. As I sit here, enveloped in the quietude of my own thoughts, I am reminded of the power of this voice. It is a testament to the light that exists even in the darkest of times. It is a call to action, an invitation to step into the light and embrace the fullness of who we are. In listening to this voice, I find a sense of peace and purpose that transcends the chaos of the external world. It is a reminder that the light we seek is not something to be found outside of ourselves, but rather something to be uncovered within. It is an eternal flame that burns brightly, guiding us toward the truth of our existence and the realization of our deepest potential. In this realization, I am reminded that the journey is not about seeking the light, but about becoming the light. It is about allowing the voice within to guide us, to illuminate the path forward, and to lead us toward a future that is rich with possibility and promise. Navigating doubts. In the quiet moments when the world seems to pause, doubts often creep in uninvited, like whispers in the dark corners of our minds. These doubts, relentless in their subtlety, question not only our abilities, but the very essence of our being. They emerge from the shadows, casting a veil over the light we strive to embrace, and often they are the hardest battles we face. Doubt is not simply a lack of confidence. It is a complex tapestry woven from past experiences, fears, and insecurities. It is the echo of voices, both internal and external, that have shaped our perceptions and colored our view of the world. Navigating through this maze of uncertainty requires a delicate balance between self-reflection and perseverance. To unravel the knots of doubt, one must first recognize their presence. This recognition does not imply acceptance of their truth, but rather an acknowledgement of their existence. It is essential to pause and listen to these whispers without judgment, for within them lies the potential for growth and transformation. By facing them head-on, we allow ourselves the opportunity to dissect their origins and understand the triggers that give them power. Once we have identified the seeds of our doubts, it becomes imperative to challenge them. This requires courage, for it is not easy to confront the deeply ingrained beliefs that have taken root over time. By questioning the validity of these doubts, we begin to strip them of their authority. Are these fears grounded in reality, or are they remnants of past failures and disappointments? By scrutinizing them with a critical eye, we can start to dismantle the barriers they have erected. In this process, it is crucial to cultivate a sense of self-compassion. The journey through doubt is not linear, and setbacks are inevitable. It is important to be gentle with oneself, to understand that the path is as much about the journey as it is about the destination. Embracing vulnerability allows for a deeper connection with our inner selves, fostering resilience and fortitude. Seeking guidance from others can also illuminate the path forward. Whether through conversations with trusted friends, mentors, or professionals, sharing our doubts can provide new perspectives and insights. Often, the act of verbalizing these fears diminishes their power, allowing us to see them in a new light. The support of others can act as a beacon, guiding us through the fog of uncertainty. Ultimately, navigating doubts requires a commitment to oneself. It is a promise to persevere despite the challenges, to trust in one's instincts, and to believe in the possibility of change. As we confront these shadows, we uncover the strength that lies within, and in doing so, we begin to see the flicker of light that was always present, waiting to be discovered. In these moments of introspection and courage, we find clarity and purpose. The doubts that once loomed large begin to fade, making way for a renewed sense of self and a deeper understanding of our place in the world. It is in this light that we find solace, and it is in this light that we continue to move forward. The strength to listen. In the quiet corners of our lives, where the world's clamor fades to a gentle whisper, lies a profound power often overlooked: the strength to listen. This strength is not merely about hearing words spoken aloud, but involves a deeper, more nuanced engagement with the world and those around us. Listening is an art form, one that requires us to be fully present, to open ourselves to the stories and emotions of others without judgment or interruption. It is a skill that demands both courage and humility, as it invites us to step outside the confines of our own perspectives and enter the realm of another's experience. To truly listen is to offer a gift of presence, a rare and precious commodity in the fast-paced rhythm of modern life. In our interactions, the temptation to speak, to fill silences with our own thoughts and opinions, often overshadows the opportunity to listen. Yet it is in these pauses, these moments of intentional silence, that we find the potential for deeper understanding and connection. Listening is an act of empathy, a way to bridge the gaps that divide us, to acknowledge the shared humanity that binds us together despite our differences. Consider the times when listening has served as a balm for the soul, soothing wounds that words alone could not heal. In moments of grief, when the weight of loss feels insurmountable, the gentle presence of someone who listens without the need to offer solutions can be profoundly comforting. It is in these moments that we realize the immense power of simply being there, of allowing silence to speak louder than words. Listening also invites us into a space of learning and growth. By opening ourselves to the perspectives of others, we expand our understanding of the world and challenge our preconceived notions. It is through listening that we learn to embrace complexity, to appreciate the rich tapestry of human experience that exists beyond our own limited view. This openness fosters a sense of curiosity and wonder, encouraging us to explore new ideas and possibilities. Furthermore, the strength to listen extends beyond our interactions with others. It is also about listening to ourselves. In the quiet of introspection, we tune into the whispers of our own hearts, uncovering truths that might otherwise remain buried beneath the noise of daily life. This self-awareness is a vital component of personal growth, guiding us toward decisions and actions that align with our true selves. In a world that often values speaking over listening, cultivating the strength to listen requires conscious effort and intention. It is a practice that invites us to slow down, to be present, and to engage with the world in a more meaningful way. Though it may take time and patience, the rewards of listening are immeasurable, offering deeper connections, greater understanding, and a more compassionate existence. Thus, as we navigate the complexities of life, let us remember the quiet power of listening and the light it brings to the darkness of misunderstanding and isolation. In choosing to listen, we choose to honor the voices of others, to acknowledge their stories, and to embrace the fullness of our shared humanity. Embracing vulnerability. In the dim recesses of our being, where shadows dance and whispers of doubt echo, lies a profound strength often overshadowed by the facade of invincibility. It is here, in this tender space, that we unearth the essence of our true selves. Vulnerability, a word often met with trepidation, holds the power to illuminate the darkest corners of our souls. To be vulnerable is to be alive, to feel the heartbeat of existence in its raw, unfiltered form. It is the gentle unraveling of the armor we wear, the shedding of layers that shield us from the world and, paradoxically, from ourselves. In this shedding, we discover the threads that weave the intricate tapestry of our humanity, threads of fear, love, hope, and despair. This journey into vulnerability is not without its challenges. The path is strewn with the remnants of past hurts and the specters of future fears. Yet, as we navigate this terrain, we find that each step, though fraught with uncertainty, is a step toward authenticity. It is here, amidst the uncertainty, that we learn to dance with our shadows, to listen to the stories they tell, and to find courage in the face of our deepest insecurities. In the embrace of vulnerability, we encounter the beauty of imperfection. It is the cracks in our facade that allow the light to seep in, illuminating the richness of our inner landscape. We come to understand that our perceived flaws are not blemishes to be hidden, but facets of our being that deserve to be celebrated. In acknowledging our imperfections, we extend grace to ourselves, and in turn, to others. The act of baring one's soul is an invitation to connection, a connection that transcends the superficial and reaches into the core of our shared humanity. It is in our moments of vulnerability that we touch the hearts of others, forging bonds that are unbreakable in their authenticity. We find solace in the knowledge that we are not alone in our struggles, that our fears and dreams echo in the hearts of those around us. Yet, vulnerability is not a passive surrender. It is an active choice, a deliberate act of courage to stand in the face of uncertainty and to say, "Here I am, in all my flawed glory." It is a testament to the strength that lies within, a strength that is often mistaken for weakness by a world that prizes invulnerability. As we walk this path, we learn to hold space for our emotions, to sit with discomfort, and to find peace in the chaos. We become attuned to the quiet whispers of our soul, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of who we are and who we are becoming. In the light of vulnerability, we find freedom. Freedom to be, to feel, to grow. It is here that we discover the light in the darkness, a light that shines all the brighter for the shadows that surround it. And in this light, we find the courage to continue, to live and to love with open hearts, knowing that it is in our vulnerability that we find our greatest strength. Trials of faith, crossroads of belief. In the stillness of twilight, where shadows stretch long and the world seems to hold its breath, I found myself at a pivotal juncture. The path before me was shrouded in uncertainty, yet it beckoned with a quiet insistence. This was not merely a choice of direction, but a profound intersection of faith and doubt, a meeting of the heart and mind where belief would be tested and reshaped. The air was thick with the weight of potential, each moment pregnant with the possibility of transformation. As I gazed down the diverging roads, I realized that belief is not a static entity, but a living, breathing force that evolves with experience and reflection. It is shaped by the whispers of intuition and the echoes of past convictions, a delicate dance between what is known and what is yet to be discovered. In this space of contemplation, I understood that belief is not confined to the realm of the spiritual. It permeates every facet of existence, coloring our perceptions and guiding our actions in ways both subtle and profound. It is the lens through which we interpret the world, a framework that gives coherence to the chaos of life. Yet, standing at this crossroads, I was acutely aware of the fragility of belief. It is a construct that can be both empowering and imprisoning, offering solace and certainty while simultaneously demanding vulnerability and courage. To believe is to risk, to open oneself to the possibility of being wrong, of having to unlearn and relearn in the face of new insights. As I pondered the path ahead, I recalled the stories of those who had traversed similar crossroads. Their journeys were marked by moments of doubt and revelation, by the tension between holding on and letting go. They taught me that belief is not the absence of doubt, but the willingness to move forward despite it. In the quiet of that moment, I made a choice. Not a choice of certainty, but a commitment to exploration. I resolved to step forward with an open heart, to embrace the unknown with curiosity and grace. The path would not be easy, and there would be times when the darkness threatened to overwhelm the light. But within that darkness lay the seeds of understanding, the potential for growth and transformation. The crossroads of belief is a place of profound potential, a threshold where the familiar meets the unfamiliar, where the soul is invited to expand and evolve. It is a reminder that belief is not a destination, but a journey of continual discovery. As I took that first tentative step, I felt the stirrings of a quiet confidence. The path may be uncertain, but it is mine to walk, and in the walking, I would find my way, guided by the light that flickers in the shadows, the light that illuminates even the darkest corners of the soul. It is in this light that belief finds its true power, not in unwavering certainty, but in the courage to seek and the grace to accept whatever may come. This, I realized, was the true crossroads of belief. The weight of doubts, amidst the shadows that life casts upon our paths, there exists a quiet, almost imperceptible presence doubt. It is a subtle whisper that flickers in the background, casting its own form of darkness, often unnoticed until it becomes a weight too heavy to bear. The mind, a playground of endless possibilities, also harbors the seeds of uncertainty, which, when left unattended, can grow into towering barriers that obscure the light we seek. As one navigates through this intricate maze of thoughts, it becomes evident that doubt is not merely an absence of certainty. It is a force that questions our very essence. It challenges the foundations of our beliefs, urging us to examine the authenticity of our convictions. This internal dialogue, though daunting, is an integral part of the human experience. It demands courage to confront, yet it is within this confrontation that we find the potential for growth and transformation. Reflecting on moments when doubt has gripped the soul, one might recall the paralyzing sensation of standing at the crossroads of decision. Each path, shrouded in ambiguity, seems to lead into an unknown future, leaving us frozen in place. The heart races, the mind spins, and the fear of making the wrong choice looms large. In these moments, doubt becomes a mirror reflecting our deepest insecurities and vulnerabilities. Yet, within the weight of doubts lies a paradoxical truth. They are both burdens and beacons. While they may weigh us down, they also illuminate areas of our lives that require attention and introspection. Doubt can be a catalyst for change, prompting us to question the status quo and seek deeper understanding. It asks us to pause, to listen, and to engage with our inner selves in a way that certainty never could. In the quiet solitude of introspection, one might find that doubt is not an enemy to be vanquished, but a companion that guides us through the darkness towards clarity. By acknowledging its presence, we allow ourselves to explore new perspectives, opening the door to possibilities that were previously hidden. This journey is not without its challenges, for doubt often resurfaces, testing our resolve and resilience. As we traverse through this landscape of uncertainty, it is vital to cultivate a sense of self-compassion. Acknowledging our doubts does not equate to weakness. Rather, it is an act of profound strength. It is an acceptance of our humanity, a recognition that we are not infallible beings, but individuals striving to find our way amidst the complexities of life. In the grand tapestry of existence, doubt is but a single thread, woven intricately alongside hope, faith, and determination. It is a reminder that light and darkness coexist, each giving meaning to the other. The weight of doubts, though heavy, is not insurmountable. With patience and perseverance, we can learn to carry it with grace, allowing it to guide us toward the light that resides within the shadows. In doing so, we discover that the path illuminated by our doubts is often the one that leads to the most profound revelations and the brightest light. Testing the Spirit. In the quiet moments of contemplation, when the world seems distant and the mind turns inward, there comes a time when the spirit seeks its own reflection. It is in these moments that the essence of one's being is laid bare, revealing truths that are often obscured by the clamor of daily life. As the light fades and shadows grow, the spirit stands at the precipice of self-discovery, yearning to understand its place within the vast tapestry of existence. The path to understanding is not always clear, nor is it devoid of obstacles. The spirit, like a delicate flame, must navigate through the winds of doubt and uncertainty, each gust a challenge to its resolve. Yet, it is through these trials that the spirit gains strength, learning to dance with the winds rather than be extinguished by them. In this journey of introspection, the spirit is not alone. It is accompanied by the echoes of past experiences, each a whisper of wisdom gleaned from moments of joy and sorrow. These echoes serve as guides, illuminating the path forward with the light of understanding. They remind the spirit of the resilience it possesses, a resilience forged in the fires of adversity. As the spirit delves deeper into its own depths, it encounters the dual nature of existence. Light and darkness, hope and despair, love and fear, all are woven into the fabric of the soul. It is here, in this delicate balance, that the spirit finds its true strength. For it is not the absence of darkness that defines the light, but the ability to shine despite it. In testing the spirit, one confronts the illusions that have been crafted by the mind. These illusions, born of fear and insecurity, often serve as barriers to self-realization. Yet, with each confrontation, the spirit peels back another layer of falsehood, revealing the truth that lies beneath. It is a process of unmasking, of shedding the layers that no longer serve, until the spirit stands in its purest form. This journey is not without its challenges, but it is within these challenges that the spirit discovers its true potential. The trials and tribulations, though daunting, are but stepping stones on the path to enlightenment. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to the spirit's perseverance and courage. In the end, the testing of the spirit is an act of liberation. It is the freedom to be authentic, to live in alignment with one's true self. It is the realization that the light within is not dependent on external sources, but is an inherent part of one's being. This light, once discovered, becomes a beacon of hope, guiding the spirit through the darkest of times. Thus, the testing of the spirit is not a destination, but a continuous journey of growth and transformation. It is an invitation to explore the depths of one's soul, to embrace the unknown with an open heart, and to find solace in the light that resides within. In this journey, the spirit becomes its own guiding star, illuminating the path forward with the brilliance of its own light. Resilience in adversity. In the midst of shadows, where light seems but a distant memory, there lies an opportunity for growth that often goes unnoticed. It is within these moments of adversity that the strength of the human spirit is truly tested, revealing the hidden reserves of resilience that we all possess. Adversity, with its unrelenting presence, challenges us to confront the depths of our vulnerabilities. It strips away the superficial layers of our existence, leaving us exposed to the rawness of reality. Yet, in this exposure, there is a chance to discover the essence of who we are, to redefine our boundaries, and to cultivate a strength that is forged in the crucible of hardship. Resilience is not an innate trait, nor is it a singular moment of triumph. It is a process, a continuous journey of adaptation and growth in the face of life's trials. It requires a willingness to confront the discomfort of uncertainty and to navigate the turbulent waters of change with a steadfast heart. In these moments of challenge, resilience becomes a guiding light, illuminating the path forward. It whispers of the possibility of transformation, urging us to rise above our circumstances and to seek the lessons hidden within the struggle. Each setback becomes an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to emerge stronger than before. The power of resilience lies in its ability to shift our perspective. It encourages us to view adversity not as an insurmountable barrier, but as a catalyst for change. It invites us to embrace the discomfort of the unknown and to trust in our capacity to adapt and overcome. This shift in perspective is not always easy, but it is essential for cultivating a resilient mindset. Resilience also thrives in connection. In the face of adversity, reaching out to others can provide a source of strength and support. The bonds we form with those who walk alongside us in our struggles can offer solace and encouragement, reminding us that we are not alone in our journey. These connections become a lifeline, anchoring us to the shared human experience and providing the comfort of knowing that others have traveled similar paths. Moreover, resilience is nurtured through self-compassion. In times of hardship, it is easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism and doubt. Yet, resilience calls for kindness towards oneself, acknowledging the effort it takes to navigate difficult circumstances and offering grace in moments of perceived failure. As we face the challenges of life, resilience becomes a testament to the strength of the human spirit. It is a reminder that, even in the darkest of times, there is a light that can guide us forward. This light is not always visible, but it resides within us, waiting to be kindled by our determination and courage. In the dance between light and darkness, resilience stands as a beacon of hope, urging us to continue the journey, to embrace the lessons of adversity, and to emerge from the shadows with renewed strength and purpose. In this way, the light in the darkness becomes not just a metaphor, but a lived reality, a testament to the power of the human spirit to endure and thrive. Finding inner peace, amidst the clamor of life's relentless pace, a gentle whisper beckons, urging us to pause and listen to the rhythm of our own hearts. In the chaos, there lies a realm untouched by turmoil, a sanctuary where tranquility flourishes. This chapter delves into the art of cultivating inner peace, a journey not of distance, but of depth. In the stillness of dawn, when the world is yet to awaken, there exists a moment suspended in time. It is here, in the quiet embrace of morning, that the seeds of serenity are sown. To nurture this inner garden, one must first acknowledge the presence of noise, both external and internal. Often, it is the cacophony of our thoughts that drowns the melody of peace. Recognizing this is the first step toward liberation. Breathing becomes an anchor in this pursuit, a simple act with profound implications. With each inhalation, we draw in the essence of life. With each exhalation, we release the burdens that weigh upon our souls. This rhythmic exchange serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things, grounding us in the present moment. In the gentle flow of breath, we find our center, an oasis amidst the desert of distraction. The journey inward is not one of isolation, but of connection. It is in the depths of solitude that we encounter our true selves, unfettered by the expectations and judgments of the external world. Here, we meet our fears, our desires, our dreams, all facets of the human experience. By embracing these elements with compassion, we begin to weave a tapestry of understanding and acceptance. Nature, too, plays a pivotal role in this exploration. The rustle of leaves, the murmur of a stream, the vast expanse of sky, these elements serve as mirrors, reflecting the calm we seek within. As we attune to the natural world, we learn the art of patience and observation. In the cycles of the moon, the changing of seasons, we find a rhythm that resonates with our own. The practice of mindfulness becomes a steadfast companion on this path. By cultivating awareness in each moment, we transform the mundane into the sacred. The act of sipping tea, the sensation of the wind upon our skin, the warmth of sunlight, each becomes an opportunity to connect with the essence of life. In mindfulness, we discover that peace is not a destination but a way of being. In this sacred space of inner peace, we come to realize that the light we seek in the darkness is not an external beacon, but an internal flame. It is a light that illuminates our path, guiding us through the shadows of doubt and uncertainty. As we nurture this flame, it grows brighter, casting warmth and clarity upon our lives. Thus, finding inner peace is an ongoing practice, a gentle unfolding of the soul. It is a dance between the heart and the mind, a harmonious balance that allows us to navigate the complexities of existence with grace and equanimity. In this dance, we discover that peace is not merely the absence of conflict, but the presence of love for ourselves, for others, and for the world we inhabit.